cliche kind of answer is MASA means family to me. It definitely is a second family just because I don't think there's ever a group of people, not even with my own biological family, that I've been able to like open up like this and to grow as into the person who I am today. I don't even think I really knew exactly who I was until my years in MASA, and I'm really thankful for that. So, yeah.
Me, MASA to a lot of people means family away from home. I have to agree with that point of view. However, I do believe that MASA is a place that everyone could find and truly understand themselves and discover a new identity after high school. I mean, I'm sure everyone coming to high school gets really intimidated after there's this huge increase in the student body, and you don't really know where you want to fit. I think MASA provides that opportunity for you to discover who you are even further. Um, and it definitely provides, you know, a haven for you to blossom into something newer and better, like a butterfly, you know. And eventually, by senior year, you have accumulated a lot of experiences, and you've matured as a human being, and you're ready to move on into the adult world, wherever you may go.
MASA is it's a family. I mean, it's a place where people can just come together and be themselves and be comfortable with other people, and they can build friendships that some of them will last maybe a year, others will last like a lot longer, but each friendship and bond that you create is meaningful. So that's what MASA is to me.
Honestly, MASA is something you can come back to. Um, Honestly, in college, you really need a place where you can belong. Um, when I was a freshman, I was looking at a lot of places, looking at things like where I can belong for the next 4 years. Like, given the fact that I moved around so much in my childhood, and like I never had a constant place where I can call home and stuff. So what I really wanted out of college, or my 4 years in college, is a place where I can call home, a sense of consistency, I suppose, and that's what MASA means to me. I can always, every single day, on a daily basis, I can come back with the same group of people year after year, and then we can just stay the same, basically, and like we grow along with each other, but underneath all the changes or all the things that we go through, we always have each other. So that's what MASA means to me.
So I gotta say, MASA means love to me. There's, there are different kinds of types of love in the world. It doesn't have to be always, fervid or passionate, or MASA can be all that. But like, there's kind of love that you don't think about it, but when you realize you have been loved by somebody, or you always know that there's somebody who loves you, who cares about you, and you don't like feel that constantly, but you appreciate it when you just think about it later. So MASA means that kind of love. For me, is I know there's always somebody who cares about me and who loves me.
For MASA, what it means to me is, obviously it means family. That's what everyone says. It means whenever I'm stressed, I always have a group of friends to fall back to just stress relieve myself and just have fun with them and talk. And it's all about the people in MASA, and I love how MASA is. Just makes me feel comfortable with who I am, and it's just a judge-free environment.
MASA is my family here in San Diego. Because when I'm back home, I can't really do anything. I can't go out much. But over here in San Diego, I do everything with MASA. My whole life revolves around MASA. Ever since I came here, I found MASA, stuck with it, and it has changed my life a lot. MASA changed who I was as a person. It got me out of my shell. It was a place where I found my friends, and like, yeah, it's my family here.
MASA to me is family, and family should give you support and unconditional love, and that's what I get from MASA, and that's why I joined MASA. It's a place where we can be ourselves and we can be accepted no matter what background we've come from or what our interests are, and we are still accepted, and I love that about MASA.
It's really hard to find a place where you feel like you belong coming in as a freshman. And what MASA did was really create like a home away from home, a family away from NorCal, I guess, that really makes me feel like I'm part of something. So first year, MASA really got me through this phase. Oh. Are you gonna cut parts? I had a phase in freshman year. Like, I came to college, 3 days after, I was feeling really homesick, and I was like, because I lived in a single and I didn't really talk to anyone, and no one in my apartment I really knew well. And my friends took me out to MASA, and it made me want to go out more and stay out with friends more. I made a whole group of friends that I can stay out and just not, and it makes me not want to go home to NorCal.
MASA, I guess generically, it really does mean a family. I think MASA embodies everything that a family is. They feed you, they they hang out with you, and like they're always there for you. I think they have your back, and it's really a support that you always feel, at least like in the back of your mind, if not actually like there, like right next to you, putting your arm as like an armrest. Do that, do not. I'm so tired today. Yeah, MASA means a lot to me. I think it's something so special that I'm so glad I found UCSD. I really do hope that I come back to MASA even after I graduate.
MASA, for me, MASA means a community, and I think that whenever you go to like MASA, that's what you get a sense of. It's like a lifestyle.
MASA is like the reason I love coming to college besides just studying. It's just so much fun just to like hang around. It's like I don't even want to study because I want to do more MASA stuff.
Food. I guess it means like, to me it means like being able to be accepted. I feel like in MASA there's always someone to talk to. Maybe because the club is so big, but I think everyone, or mostly everyone, is really accepting of like people from like diverse backgrounds. It just means like you can like talk about yourself without being judged. And I think that's a really nice thing for a club to do.
Pocky. Because it comes in bright pink packages, so they're kind of hard to ignore. And on top of it, every time you eat one, you keep wanting to eat more, and then by the time you're done with the box, you want another one. So I'd say MASA is like Pocky because it's incredibly addictive.
Tofu stew because it's my favorite.
What food? I would say all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue. Yeah, because it's so good, and then what you wanna call it? Everybody likes different things. You can get like pork belly, beef tongue, like, and then even then you get different like sides and stuff like that. So it's like a big mixture of everything, and then put together they're good. Like alone they're good, but then when you put it all together, it's like even better, and it just gets like a good mesh of people. And it's all you can eat, so it's like all day, all night.
A potluck? I think people said this before probably, but everyone can bring something different to MASA, and it's like a place where you can spend time together with everyone, and everyone has like their unique contributions, sorry. And yeah. Or it could be like chocolate. I really like chocolate, so I really like MASA, so everyone likes chocolate too. So
I think the food that represents MASA is special fried rice. Cause I don't know, you just mix everything that you want in it. I don't know what you would do. Why are you guys laughing? Yeah, you just throw whatever you want in, have some rice, and it's all good, right? Because masa represents a mixture of all types of people. And in the end, it tastes good. Always. And we like to eat. I don't know, that just all came out raw. Don't use those.
Spam musubi, because I feel like they sell spam musubi like at least twice every quarter, and I love spam musubi. And like each grain of rice is like a person in masa, and then spam is like it's me because I'm a fat guy, and then the lettuce, or not lettuce, the seaweed that wraps around is like that is staff because it brings everybody together, and yeah, other stuff.
I think masa is like a burrito. Basically, you have a lot of different components, but by itself, they're just an ordinary ingredient, say rice by itself. I mean, it's just rice. We have that every day. And then tomatoes, I don't know, I don't really like tomatoes by itself. Salsa, I mean, it's hot and spicy and wild, but by itself, I don't think I would have it. But together, when you have all the ingredients compiled together, all the components with balancing each other out together in harmony, I think that represents masa, because that's what masa is. It's basically a group of people from different walks of life, different backgrounds, and they basically get to know each other, like all the other ingredients, yes, and then basically they complement each other, they help each other grow into one nice big burrito.
Masa really filled up my life. Like being a GVMer for my first year, it really made my schedule packed. Like weekends, there'd be a lot of Masa events. Even on the weekdays, there'd be GVM, there'd be cave practice. And when I was on staff, I was really busy with planning events, going to staff meeting, chilling at PC with a lot of Masa people. So it really made my life really full, because I felt kind of empty before it. So I guess the food that would represent that is senzu beans, because it makes you really full.
I think of masa as like fondue, where we're all like individual people that like you get dipped and you're encoded, like surrounded in masa, but you're not only just masa, you're something else. But like on the outside we see each other together, but when we're all individuals still.
Alright, I can't wait. Alright, so masa is like a mystery meatloaf, I feel like, or mystery meat, because it's like it has so many different parts. Like when you cut into a mystery meatloaf, there's like those random chunks of vegetables, and that's like community service. And at the same time, you know that there's like a weird taste to it, so it's like exotic, but you don't know what it is, and that's the cultural part. And then all those flavors intermingle with each other, so it's so social and like connected. But the thing is, like when you cut into it, you can't really, you know, there's all these different types of things that like usually wouldn't come together, but when they get into a mystery meatloaf, they all interact with each other, they're all sort of forced to get together, and they all somehow sort of work. And that's like masa, it's like a lot of different types of people, they all come together, and even though they normally might not be friends with each other because they're here, they all end up contributing to the whole meatloaf.
I'll have to say pho, because we have so many events of the pho runs. Yeah, and like every time we go, we just like completely take over the restaurant.
Now she want a photo, you already know though. You only live once, that's a motto, nigga, YOLO. And we're about to get every day. Like we're sitting on the bench, nigga, we don't really play. Every day, fuck what everybody say. Can't see me cause the money in the way. Real nigga, what's up?
Yo, this song goes to all you sexy girls that pushed into some cards all over the world. You know who you are, baby. You work so hard and we love you so much. Check it out, yo.
In my head, I see you all over me. In my head, you fulfill my fantasy. In my head, I've been screaming no.
이 미친 세상에 어디에 있더라도 행복해야 해. 행복해야 해. 넌 행복해야 해.
just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe.
525,600 minutes, 525,000 journeys to plan, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure the life of a woman or a man?
Real quick.
Now this is a story all about.
Okay.
She bangs, ooh, baby, she moves, she moves.
I'm using 15% of my true power. That was 15%.
Fusion, because I've done Mystery Bus twice. I've done Fusion 3 times. Once as like just a performer, once as a team lead, and then the other 2 times just on committees. But I would love to do Fusion again. I think there's something special about being on the stage and like putting on this great show with everyone. And I think it's something really special that MASA does. So I would love to do Fusion again. I would die to do Fusion again.
I would do all of Fusion again. It was a good time for me to bond and meet a lot of other people that I probably normally wouldn't talk to because I'm usually fairly shy. Dance had never been something I did, but it was always something that I wanted to do. And it gave me the opportunity to do that, and I really wanted to continue, but haven't had the time since then.
Fusion and Thanksgiving and ramen run and just say every food event there was. But that doesn't require money because I'm broke because of MASA. Very broke.
Fusion! Because everyone loves Fusion. Yay! And it's my last year. Cute.
It would be doing my first year of KF all over again because Fusion kind of goes into it, and that was really a magical year for me because I really got to know a lot of people in MASA, and I would say that really hooked me on into this club. So if I could relive all those moments and extend it to something even more special moments on top of the ones I had during that year, that would be awesome.
If I could do one MASA event over again, I would definitely do Fusion again. And why? Because it's fun being the person to run around and take care of everything and just make sure everything's going smoothly. And you know, everyone loves Fusion. Everyone remembers their date during Fusion. You wake up during 5 a.m. and then after that, everything's just crazy. And it's just that adrenaline rush and everyone like working together for one common goal. And it's just seeing the show itself happen on stage, and the minute after it ends is like the best feeling ever.
I would redo MASA lock-in night. Basically, where everyone's just at one house all together, and for that night you're not allowed to leave. It's basically one big MASA sleepover where you play games, make food, just hang out with everyone together. That was my first MASA event, and it's probably still my favorite one besides Fusion. But yeah, someone needs to have a house on staff next year.
Definitely Relay for Life. Even though technically I can come back to that, and I will, probably. But I would probably do Relay for Life, just because it's, I mean, you're on this field with people that you've grown to know for the past year, and it's just an amazing night. Like people have such change of hearts, like from all the talks that they have and everything. Like I remember like my first Relay for Life, which is the one I team captained for. A lot of people just changed their minds all of a sudden after that night and decided to try out for staff again. And I was like, what? So like it's a really magical night, not for just that reason, but also because you get to really know people on a different level, and you just gain a lot of more respect for people too, for whatever they have to go through. And at the same time, also because I think that Relay for Life is just an amazing event. I don't think that it's ever going to be something that I would skip out on, ever since I first started it. So.
Oh, Fusion! I definitely do Fusion again. Unfortunately, we didn't have Fusion this year, and it's something that I'm trying to let go of, but like Fusion is just so memorable. Seeing everyone's faces so happy, especially staff, where everyone is just gathered together, being joyful, working together, collaborating with each other, and seeing like KF perform on stage, like it's a great feeling, and I would do anything to do it all over again. So Wong and Carol might be behind your shoulder sometimes during those staff meetings, so be careful.
Oh, Running Man, because I gotta get back at Ben.
I don't know what MASA event I would do over, but I always wanted to try Running Man. I never got to do it, but it looks so intense from all the videos. It looks so much fun, especially the people who are running after them.
It has to be Running Man. But only specifically having Carol Tao be my VJ for the first one, and literally making her sprint up 4 flights of stairs just because I was bored. It was pretty awesome.
Wait, so any MASA event, if I didn't change it, would probably be Mystery Bus, because it was really fun for me. Like I didn't know where we were going, I didn't know what we were doing, and then
I don't think this really counts. I wish we were able to do lock out. But if it's in like an actual event that I've done in the past, I would just want to have like a bunch of game nights over and over and over again. Yeah.
I have to say laser tag, because that's the one event that everyone like gets to be aggressive with each other, but like, you know, in a good way. Yeah, it was really fun because we get to like just as a whole group like have fun.
I would say probably Fusion when I did it my first year, and it's just one of those events where you get this like experience that's bigger than yourself, and you don't get those very often.
It's probably like Fusion right after we finish the performance. Like there's a feeling of like, wow, there's so many people here and I just performed in front of everyone. It's like a really great feeling. It's like, I've never had that kind of feeling before. Like, it's really, like you did something so cool and you put a lot of work into it, so you feel really proud of yourself.
Well, there's 2. Well, Fusion, all 3 years? 2 years? 3 years? Okay, I don't remember, I'm old. And food! Every food moment. Every single food moment.
Probably performing for KF 2 years ago at Fusion. It was like a rush of excitement. It was something I've never done before, and it was just an overall really good experience.
It was probably Fusion 2 years ago, and performing on that stage and helping set up Fusion.
I was at the beach down by cliffs, and I was studying econ or math or something, and this guy with short blue spandex shorts comes running up to me, nothing else on, tiny blue spandex shorts, and he squats in front of my face, and he's like, I guess you go to UCSD. What are you doing? And I'm like, I just like look up at him, I'm like, what am I supposed to say? And he's like, oh, I guess you don't speak English. And he just ran away. I'm like, okay, good mechanism. Whenever you don't know what you want to say to someone and you want to just, you know, like scare them off, just pretend like you don't know English.
I think it still has to be my first fusion, which was Fusion 2008, right at the end of Confusion's piece, when the last piece, the closer music came on, and I just realized, oh my god, this is it. Like, all the hard work we've been doing is ending right now, and I just soaked up the last minute, and it's just being on stage with the lights and the sellout crowd. That was really cool. Still really memorable.
It was probably Fusion 2 years ago, and performing on that stage and helping set up Fusion.
Now, the most memorable moment of college, that's a pretty tough one. Besides all the things that I can't tell you, I'll have to talk about the most recent memory, and I would say it's perhaps my 21st birthday. So I woke up that morning on that Sunday, and, you know, lo and behold, I wasn't myself. And the first thing that happens, 9 in the morning, Justin comes out of this room in his boxers, Justin Young, and he goes, "Ah, Justin, I'm kidnapping you." Wow. Now, this is quite something to wake up to. Obviously, I want to, hug my toilet and, relax there for the next 3 hours. But he was kidnapping me in his boxers. Luckily he put clothes on. Dodged a bullet. Anyways, so he kidnapped me when I turned 21. The first thing we did, he took me to PB. And we went to PB Bar and Grill. We walked up to a bartender and he bought me, I believe it was a mind eraser. Maybe not. Anyways, so we went to another bar and then he got me a 3 Wiseman and we went to another bar and I drank something else. We ended up in this place called Dirty Birds. And it was great because there's like 20 freaking TVs in the bar and they're all playing football. And we ended up drinking like $2 mimosas and having wings. It was great. And throughout the day, like, my friends just started popping up all over the place. Like, John and Kathleen showed up, and then I went over to Brian's place and I saw my grand big Carol there, and I saw Matt there, and I saw Brian, and then after that, I don't even know, I saw Sophie, I saw my roommates, we went to Dave & Buster's, and, I can't even recollect everything that happened in that day. But it was the first time that I've actually been kidnapped to my own birthday celebration. And so I would say that, at least for this year, that has been my memorable high point.
I think after my second fusion, sort of the experience of the first fusion sort of just went by way too fast, like before I knew it was over. So the second fusion, I sort of was more aware of what was happening, and it was so much more powerful. Everyone seemed to really be just feel so strongly about their performance that it sort of overwhelmed me in that sort of moment in which we all were able to realize what we had just accomplished. It was one of the best feelings I've ever had.
Dance people. Jana, this is for you.
Hey there, sexy.
Hi.
Refrigerator.
No!
You don't want none of this.
Take advantage of MASA. Start early, because I know I started my second year and I didn't come out to any events because I thought, oh, KF is all I need, but it turned out there are a lot more things I could do with MASA people, and I met a lot of new people and made new friends by not restricting myself to KF only, and I know this is really cliche, but I would look at other clubs as well besides MASA, because once you realize you can branch yourself out, your college experience just gets so much wider and you learn so much more.
Live your own life, do what you do, always believe in yourself, and always trust your gut.
Enjoy college before you have to become adults.
Life is short. College life is short. Cherish your friends. Cherish every event. I mean, you might not be friends with the people you are with now, or you might be friends with them even further on in life, but each of these people that you're with right now, they're going to influence you. They influence you then. They were part of you then and now. So yeah, just cherish, love. Don't hold all the bad things in. It's not worth it. Really isn't. So yeah.
I came to MASA when I transferred last year, and I wasn't really active. MASA has this. It's such a big organization. It's one of the biggest. I think it's number 3, and it's a huge community. And with such a mass amount of people, everybody naturally will form their own little clique, and it's hard to break through that. So the first year, I really wasn't that active. Until this year, when I remember like Angie came up to me, and I was just walking by, and I walked past MASA spot, and she just offered me a seat to have lunch with her, and like with everybody there. And I guess like if it wasn't for that moment, I probably wouldn't have been as active as I am right now in MASA. So I guess my advice would be for any new GBMers is, if you do feel excluded, don't worry, because somebody will drag you in, and once that happens, it's probably going to be like the best experience of your life at UCSD.
Or if there's drama, try to think of it as the other person's view, because most people think of arguments one-sided. So I like to be a devil's advocate when it comes to conflicts, just because people don't really want to look at the other side. People are stubborn, and I won't say I'm not either, but it's good to see the other, like how other people view things. It gives you a better understanding. Most people in college will give you plenty of advice, whether it be professional advice, advice how to deal with people, many things, not to procrastinate, study, do what you're supposed to do, be a good person, be a bad person, I don't care, okay? There's one thing that no one has ever told me for advice. Like, I've never heard anyone else tell me, serious, alright? No one has ever told me this piece of advice before. And what I'm about to tell you is something that I believe is really important. And I believe that you should learn, I'm not joking, that you should master the art of how to tell stories. Now, storytelling is a very, very valid skill. And besides all the things that you can do with it, there is one thing that you should look forward to how to use the skill the most, and it's when you grow up, okay? Like the ability to turn a everyday life conversation into something grand and something that you'll never forget, like Super Saiyan over 9,000, some crazy, like, something that you can tell at a campfire, then that's something. And you want to learn how to do this, because later when you grow up and you have kids, and they go, "Daddy, what's the moon?" Or like, "Why do girls have," all that, with all the questions in the world, you want to be able to tell them, you want to answer your kids, you want to tell them stories about your life, and make it so that when you're done telling the stories, you can see the sparkle in their eyes as they look up to you.
So we talked all night about the rest of our lives, where we're gonna be when we turn 25. I keep thinking times will never change. Keep on thinking things will always be the same. But when we leave this year, we won't be coming back. No more hanging out, cause we're on a different track. And if you got something that you need to say, you better say it right now, cause you don't have another day. Cause we're moving on and we can't slow down. These memories are playing like a film without sound. And I keep thinking of that night in June. I didn't know much of love, but it came too soon. And it was me and you, and then we got real blue. Stay at home talking on the telephone, and we would get so excited and we'd get so scared, laughing at ourselves, thinking life's not fair. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever.
No bloopers. No bloopers.
If I was your boyfriend, I don't remember the rest.
What does MASA mean to you?
What MASA means, it means a lot of things to me. If shoot.
What does MASA mean to you?
No, do that one later.
What does MASA mean to you?
These are the questions. Sings a song or dance for us.
Dear Mama! Are you serious?
Seduce the camera.
I'm an awkward turtle. I'm an awkward turtle. So good? Is this my good side?
Princess refuses to seduce the camera.
You know you want another fusion coordinator? Take me back. No, that's just desperation, isn't it?
These are really awkward questions. Hey Angie.
Hi Thomas.
You slut.
No, I'm
You're
not a slut.
you're such a slut. You're like the biggest slut ever.
No, stop calling me that.
Like slut times 10.
I'm not a
Slut times 10.
I'm,
Times 10. Times 10.
I'm hungry.
Slut. We're both sluts. We're sluts.
Okay, I'm a slut.
So slutty.
Oh, hi.
You slut too. We're all sluts. Yeah?
Thomas, you're the sluttiest.
I'm pretty slutty.
I'm not a slut.